Hardcore! Yeah, hardcore to the max! Hardcore groovy! Is it though? Is it hardcore? But is it though? Hello everyone, Okamori y'all. Hardcore! So apparently I have not yet exhausted my dialogue with the egg boy, and I must continue to do so.
The large-headed youth has closed his eyes, lost in the music.
Good morning! Yeah! Pump it up! Pump it up!
Ooh.
Pump it up!
Are you a thought reader?
No nation, but transnation. No war, but class war.
Does that mean you're a thought reader? So you're not a thought reader, you're a communist? Tell me something else, egghead. So you're not a thought reader, you're a communist?
He's not a communist. It's just something he likes to yell. He picked it up from a tape jockey at the Elysium. She was a communist, though.
Checks out.
Yeah! With a rebel yell!
But why aren't you a communist? Communism is the truth, or best not to be a communist. Having extreme views on issues is detrimental to understanding all sides. Or does that mean you're a thought reader? Wait, does that mean you're a thought reader?
Don't be a lunatic. Of course he isn't. Jermaine here just yells random things. Odds are, sooner or later one of them will come off as fault reading.
Very
Yeah!
real about it.
Revolution imperative!
Unless you were thinking Revolution imperative right now. Anyway, I've had a similar thing happen with eggs yelling. I know what you mean.
Lie, but I was thinking Revolution imperative. You're right, I wasn't thinking that. You're right, I wasn't thinking that.
Hardcore superstar!
But why aren't you a communist? Communism is truth.
I can be a communist. If you want that, do you want me to be a communist?
Please don't turn him into a communist.
Oh yeah, turn him into a communist. Come on, it would be super.
Be a communist, egghead. The future needs your help. Or don't be a communist. Wait, what am I saying? Of course be a communist. Or don't be a communist. That path is too hardcore. What saw? What saw you cashing in your chips so early in the strum? What's up? What do you want me to choose? Say too hardcore for now? I do think that's what I would want to say. Like, wait. Don't be a communist. That path is too hardcore. Because I don't want to tell him what to do. I want to tell him how to live his little eggy life.
Aye!
He yells. You guess he won't become a communist after all. He's just very impressionable. Tell me something else, egghead.
Yeah!
Is your real name Jermaine?
Dark Hard Hardcore! Jermaine Egghead!
Basically, yes it is.
Why are there lungs on your belt buckle?
Lungs are for love!
L'amour, la compassion, la autodiscipline. Why would lungs be for love? Or good to know, why would lungs be for love?
When Dolores Day was anointed innocence, her lungs started glowing through her body. For the world loved her, and she loved it back. Yeah!
Yeah, I knew that, but that's funny
Why
that he's like
wouldn't they be?
religious.
Are the lungs not the place where you hold the breath of your soul?
Really? Or l'amour, la confession. Oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. Bourgeois love from a bourgeois god queen towards a world getting rapidly more bourgeois. That's lungs for you. L'amour, la compassion, lots of discipline.
Love! In a woman's lungs. Lonely as I am, I'm not afraid. This strange, damaged feeling grows on and on. Cause I've never loved someone like you before.
Okay. Okay, wait. I gotta put on my shitty boy shirt for physical instrument. I think that was the only thing that affects it.
The large-headed youth has closed.
Good morning! Yeah! Pump it up! Pump it up! Pump it up!
Maybe your body can tell you what Arno van Eyck's jam is missing to make it harder core.
No, that would be silly.
Alas.
Your body isn't
Not this
for
time.
thinking. It's for robust, wholesome things. Things like discus, javelin, and 400-meter hurdles.
Eh.
Discus.
Discus.
Did someone say disco?
No. Okay, is there another dialogue tree you wanted me to go down? Horrific Necktie wants to try again! Boom!
You know it in your lungs where the pressure should vibrate. In your heart that's alone. And in
Beautiful.
your solar plexus where the hits should land. So does every chordate animal.
One sec. Oof. Yippee. Oh, yippee. Needs more bass.
What?
The young man makes a sudden move like he's about to turn the volume down, but that would be ridiculous. And a good melody is what makes the song really stick so that you can't get it out of your head anymore. Point at your head.
Wow, okay. We should start with the melody. But where would we get that stuff from?
I don't know, I was thinking you would know, or nowhere. I'm not going to become some sort of anotic cop too. I've got enough copotypes already. I don't know, I was thinking you would know.
I'm sorry, I don't know anything about Nordic music. I'm just the party boy. I get the people going and say it's hardcore.
He feels ashamed he can't be of more service to the future of dance music.
Alas. Okay, I'll look into it in an official capacity. It's up to the police to make the beats go harder. Take the task. Or, alright, I'll see if I come up with something on my own. A citizen investigation. Take the task. Or, no, I really don't have time for this. Don't take the task. Citizen investigation.
The young man falls silent with appreciation. He even tries to contain his smile, as if it could hinder your investigation.
Hee.
Basically, what you need to find here is a tape with some banging music on it, so that Egghead could use it to remix Van Eyck's jam.
Yeah, maybe that street hawker across the pawn shop has got some tapes to sell. That's just an idea.
He certainly has speakers.
Anyway, that's all yours to figure out, Copman.
Copman!
Hey, I have a tape with me. Maybe you can use it to improve Van Eyck's jam.
Tape! Yeah! Spins the tape until the space escape! Yeah!
Oh, this tape. Oh, this tape. I got you this bangin' mega mix.
Alright!
He snatches a tape from your hand and attaches it to the empty reel slot. One hand on his headphones, he listens to the audio, then shaking his head, he says,
No! No, no! This is gonna make people scared!
he hands the tape
Keep
back
it
to you.
Positive! Keep the love in the house!
Okay.
Yeah!
He's like trying to push down, like, why the fuck did you make me listen to this? Let's see. Tell me about thought
No
reading.
nation, but transnation. No war, but class war.
Best not to be a communist. Having extreme views on issues is detrimental to understanding all sides.
Oh sure, I can do that. If you want that, I can avoid taking a stand.
Please don't turn him into a moralist.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Be a moralist, egghead. The balance needs your help. Or don't be a moralist. Wait, what am I saying? You should consider your choice carefully and rationally. Or don't be a moralist. That path requires a sensible examination of all nuances unattainable to most people. You can say the middle one.
Aye!
He yells, "You guess Egghead is a moralist now?" You guess he is. It's unknowable, really.
It's time to compromise.
He looks at you with almost impossibly wide, shining grin, looking to see if you approve. Obviously, one shouldn't get too hasty with their decision making. Or, almost there, could use just a bit more something. Obviously, one shouldn't get too hasty with their decision making. Wait, oh. Two? Could use a bit more something.
Incremental change.
Appropriate.
I'm swiftly moving toward a solution which pleases nobody.
You feel Jermaine Egghead's smile is too enthusiastic. But it'll have to do for now.
Amazing. Amazing. If you're too enthusiastic about moralism,
see
you're
you
doing
here
it wrong.
Off sign, man. Did I mention getting us into the church would help?
Tell me about the machines you saw in the church.
Weird stuff. Specialised. There was a data processor and some sort of long-wave machinery. Wires going into water. Gives off a spy sign. Or some fucked up Samaran science sign. You know, the kind that goes head first into the supernatural.
This guy and his fucking signs. That's what's wrong. What's wrong with the supernatural? Or the supernatural? So you think it's real? That it actually exists? Proceed. What's wrong with the supernatural?
Nothing's wrong with it. You should definitely be researched. You can still do sick shit with it, though.
The sickest. That's perhaps why it should be researched.
Hell yeah. Supernatural. So you think it's real? That it actually exists?
Most of it doesn't exist. But there's also stuff that isn't allowed to exist. Because the moralists think it's too dangerous for the plebs. Psionic powers, pale-related diseases, pretenders pretending to be human, folk rights, that kind of stuff.
Sign?
Yeah, gotta compare. See if we can align.
Interesting.
I suck at socialising, man. Even now, our sign synchronisation is way off. But I'll see what I can do.
Cute. He continues to rearrange his tools. Why are you called Noid?
The hardcore aesthetic is esoteric. It's not meant to be discussed with the law at this moment.
He picks up some sort of widget.
It's not easy to reach a harmonic resonance of signs without some adjustment.
Does this mean we need sign matching? I don't understand what that means. I don't understand what that means.
I can see that. Further sign matching would do good for us. One way to achieve sign synchronicity would be by getting us into the church.
Okay, maybe I'll come back later.
Hi
Guess I have to
again.
talk to this guy about
So, how are things going?
it. Ooh. Wait.
Goodbye, officer.
Logic. This gives +1 logic for some reason. What is it? Super logical for a cop to wear this. Oh, I have a -1 on. Logic. Oh, no good. It's just incredibly logical. +1 logic. I don't think I have anything else that's logic based. Douche. They do nothing, exactly what they should do. There's logic. Okay.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Hell yeah.
A number of things don't add up. Let's take a look. How about gather around, kids?
Okay, kids, now gather around. I've got bad news for you, Andre. Things don't add up. Okay, kids, now gather around.
The young speed freak puts down a busted capacitor and looks at you. The one with the large head seems very enthusiastic about whatever you have planned.
Wait one sec, I gotta...
Their would-be leader is less amused.
Sometime in the past, I'm not sure when and where, but betrayal was involved. I fell sick and became the shadow you see now. But before that, I have reason to believe I was a police detective. What the fuck? I got bad news for you, Andre. Things don't add up. I'll say the first one because what the fuck?
But you still are.
Thank you for your kind words, but everyone in here sees I'm in a disgrace to the uniform.
What happened?
Egg looked serious suddenly. Disco happened. It smelled so impossibly sweet. Life tore me a new asshole. I did. I happened to myself. Or I don't know. Life tore me a new asshole.
That's a real downer.
He shakes his large head. Now, obviously that might as well have been 1,000 years ago, but there's still some detective left in me.
The young speed freak is silent. He senses something is wrong.
Suna hinted that there's something else going on, that I'm being naive. You're sober. Was it hard for you to keep sober for this meeting? This isn't the markings of a club. It's a tent full of laboratory equipment for manufacturing drugs. What? Who's Suna again? Machine lady? You're sober. Was it hard for you to keep sober for this meeting?
We don't need drugs to be hardcore.
Shut the fuck up, Egg.
Maybe not today, Egg, but you need drugs to get through the days when you're not expecting me. Bottom line is, I know. Bottom line is, I know.
What exactly is it you know?
This isn't the makings of a club. It's a tent full of laboratory equipment for manufacturing drugs.
I have no idea how you arrived at that conclusion, but it's wrong. Look, we even have speakers.
Okay, yeah, I'm just looking at it now, and there's like clearly some covered up stuff with a tarp here, and then there's like chemicals. I'm just looking at it too closely.
One speaker. They have one speaker.
Where is his friend? Did he lose his friend? Or, you have no headphones. Wouldn't Excel need her headphones to spin tape? Or the ether in the air, a useful solvent, good for getting acting agent out of a solution. Or there's no need for me to pile on anymore, is there? Where's his friend? Did he lose his friend?
What do you mean, friend?
The other speaker. You have only one.
It's a one-speaker system. It's monodynamic. You wouldn't know the first thing about sound reproduction in anodic music. Other speaker.
This may be the brain damage talking, but you've definitely never heard of monodynamic or one-speaker systems.
Things encyclopedia. You have no headphones.
What do you know about spinning tape? Nothing.
I know you pawned them, likely for lab equipment and drug ingredients.
I'm sorry, but there is no lab equipment and no drug ingredients.
The ether in the air, a useful solvent, good for getting acting agent out of a solution.
Make up your mind. First it's the sweat, then it's the ether.
He smiles nervously. There's no need for me to pile on anymore, is there?
No shit.
He sounds tired. In short, you tried to use a police detective to set up a drug lab.
That's... Come on, that's...
Preposterous, against the law, punishable by summary execution. Against the law?
I meant to say, not true.
Suna hinted that there's something else going on. Here, wait, it just keeps leaving this here, so I'm gonna go ahead and say it.
Hey man, who knows what she's on about? I get it. She doesn't want us in the church. She's got something against us.
Who doesn't like to dance? She doesn't like to dance.
So what are we going to do with you?
What do you mean, do?
There's resignation in his voice. He's almost ready to drop the act. It wouldn't take a lot of pushing.
We do this lawman style. I am the law. First you tell me everything, then I pass judgment. You tell me what's really going on and we'll work from there. I can be lenient. I don't really care, I just want to crack the case. Do what you want and I'll do what I want. I can say the middle one.
What do you mean by lenient?
Not calling back up and hauling you all off to the pen, for starters. Or, haven't you heard? I'm the dirtiest cop this side of the river. I'll make life hard for you, using every connection I've got. That's what I mean by lenient. Or, we'll see. Now speak. I'm gonna say number 3.
He thinks for a moment, then opens his mouth, but closes it again. Then finally raises his hands.
Things are just way too hard for an entrepreneur in this city. It's not like we're not going to turn the church into the wickedest club in East Revershoal.
Because we are! We totally are!
We just got to turn it into a speed lab first.
I love him saying it with that very, like, I am an earnest young man voice.
You know, to get our foot in the door.
And why did you need me?
Like I told you, spooky arseholes moved in while I was getting all this stuff together. A month ago, the place was empty, and now it's all spooked up.
They're not really spooky, are they?
No, man. They're spooky, all right. It's just that they would also probably call the police if we started cooking speed in there.
But the sign was way off too. I couldn't feel the love at all.
Sir, you promised you'd be
Yeah,
lenient.
yeah, a book would be good. Give me your cash. Ask for a bribe first. Wait, first of all. Also, I didn't promise I would be lenient. I said I can be lenient, for the record. I'm afraid that dropping my phone probably fucked it up because they were fighting and it was amusing and I wanted to show it. Pack up and report to Precinct 41. Arrest them! Get lost. I don't want to see you again. Evict them. Let's do this clean. No speed lab, just a club for hypnotic music. Proceed with the club. Or it wouldn't work without the lab. Do what you have to keep the club alive. Proceed with both. Let's do this clean. No speed lab, just a club for hypnotic music.
Yeah!
The young man's smile widens in human proportions. His teeth beam in the floodlight.
I knew it.
The would-be leader drops his spiked head between his knees.
It's impossible now.
No, Andre, it's harder now. This hard cop has come to show us how much the fish is, and the fish is always so much more. We all know there was never going to be a club for hypnotic music with the Speed Lab. Now it has a fighting chance.
Hell yeah. He's in this for the right reasons. What's that about a fish? So
There needs to be a club for hypnotic music in there. Needs to. Everyone hates each other. Everybody hates it here. It's all just drugs and we're slaves and I can't. We are running out of time. We need a win, Andre. I promise this will be a win. We won't cook speed in there. We'll do it clean. We'll do it true. We'll do it sober and real and beautiful. This will be a victory for the light.
fuck yeah. Right, let's call this incident crime prevention. But I have my eye on you.
Okay, we'll try to do it without the drugs.
He raises his head from between his knees.
We'll do a straight club up in there, spinning the maddest reels, and nothing but. I swear to God. Okay, Egg?
From here on, it'll be straight all the way.
About the church, I checked it out.
And? What happened?
I talked to the crab man.
Oh, man. Who is he? What did you think?
Seemed okay, to be honest. Very spiritual. Or, he gave me this odd lecture on alcoholism before rambling on and on about mother's love. Or, you were right, he's a true narcomaniac. And the way he climbs, it was terrifying. I'm gonna say the second one.
Really? Huh. Interesting. What's he doing in the church?
Just preaching and praying from the looks of it. Or, he clearly enjoys a physical activity. Guy climbs like a freak. Or, there's something sinister going on under the building's roof. I think he's getting high or something. I'm gonna say the last one.
What do you mean?
I'm not sure. I just felt you... I'm just telling you what it felt like. Or, it didn't sound like a sober man's talk. He must be getting visions up there. I'm gonna say the first one.
No matter. Is he gonna be a problem?
Yeah, Noid is right. Let's get back to the point. What are we gonna do about him?
I think he would have been fine with the speed lab.
These guys will never catch him. You will never catch him. There's nothing to do.
Of course he's a problem. He's a crab man. Or he keeps himself physically active, thinks spiritual thoughts, and doesn't drink. Who am I to evict such a person? Or, as far as I can tell, he's not going to leave. He'll climb around up there, and guys, you'll never catch him. Or actually, he tells me he wouldn't mind the nightclub at all. Oh, that's right. I'm gonna say the last one.
I don't know, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice, friendly hyper time?
Hyper time. You're just going to have to live with the crab man. Don't worry, I don't think he really gives a damn about you or anyone else. Do too.
I guess it's not a massive problem, now that I think of it.
Everyone is welcome to dance till the morning light.
Yag!
Maybe. I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes? Did you see her?
I was using the mainframe when Suna, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident, appeared. Or actually, I want to talk about... yeah, I'm going to say that one.
A programmer? That's odd. What was she like? Did you ask her about the nightclub?
She did not like the Enodic Dance Club idea.
What a pity! That's my favourite thing in the world! And
He
she
drops it.
doesn't like it at all!
He drops a hammer back into a toolbox.
A shame. What can we do now? Do you see a way out of this jam? And into a laser-lit future of dance and unity?
Unity! Dance!
She made it very clear that she won't leave until her own project is finished.
And you can't just evict her?
No, I won't, Victor. We have to come up with a different solution, or I could go for another try, bring down the hammer of the law. I won't, Victor. I'm too curious
Look at
about the
you,
world hole.
Honor man!
No, Noid. He's right. Maybe we've approached it the wrong way after all. I'm sure there's a workaround. We can make a deal not to bother her. If that's okay with her, we only want to get in the church and spread the joy and ecstasy of music.
The lines in the dark exist, coexist.
Yeah!
At least Crabman seems like an advanced being. He's hard. He'll understand.
Yeah, he can do his climbing thing in the tower. And the programmer, does she like Nordic dance music?
She absolutely does not really truly despise it or lie. She gets down. I mean, who doesn't? Just listen to that crazy pulse. She absolutely does not.
Egghead cannot believe what you just said. It makes him pump the jam a little slower for a moment, but then he returns to the full swing of it.
No worries. We'll figure it out. If coexisting fails, you can always muscle her out, right? If it's all okay with you, what do you think?
I thought she said she had heard it and she hated it. You know, because how would she not have heard it, honestly? Baby fights. I refuse to throw her out, but I can try convincing her. Proceed with a quest. Or, alright, I'll see how it goes. Proceed with a quest. I can try convincing her.
Excellent. Good luck, my friend.
He smiles wide like a replica of his friend with the large head.
Goodbye, officer.
Oh, right, I have to change. I have to change ASAP. Oh man, if only I could have given this hat to the girl. It would have been great, and she'd be like, oh, thanks.
Hello again.
You said eating me? There's nothing eating me. Your associates tried to use me to set up a drug lab. I'm guessing you knew of this plan, or I'd like to know more about your associates. They tried to use me to set up a drug lab.
I did, and I'm sorry. For what it's worth, which isn't much.
This is why I didn't go into the tent. Typical delinquency.
You don't get to choose your posse, they choose you. Mine are idiots, but they're mine. I tried to talk Andre out of it. I even tried not to lie to you.
Indeed, she merely tried to omit the truth instead.
Instead, you opted to admit the truth. It's the same thing. Or should have tried harder. Misleading a cop is no joke. Or, I don't care, I'm loco. I just wanted you to know that I know about the plan. Should have tried harder. Misleading a cop is no joke.
I know. I should have been able to control them, and I will in the future. I promise. May I ask, what did you tell them?
Do what you will with your dance club plans. Just no drug labs, please.
Thank you. I'll get them under wraps, I promise.
Instead of eating me, there's nothing eating me.
Come on, I can tell. But, okay. Be a boyadero about it if you want to.
I guess there is something that's been making my life hell. Or exactly, I don't want to talk about it. There's something that's been making my life hell.
What is it?
I can say I think it's the plight of the working class, or everyone's just mooching off the entrepreneurial class, shackling the doers, or I think it's all these foreign people taking our gerbs, or people just keep putting their selfish interests ahead of the greater good. People just keep putting their selfish interests ahead of the greater good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no one understands that sometimes you've got to make sacrifices for the sake of progress. It's all very distressing.
So, the thing that's been eating you is the slow pace of social progress?
Don't get me wrong, I'm all for slow and steady progress. I just wish people would be a little more reasonable is all. Or, no, that's probably not it, is it? Or, yeah, pretty sure. Now I had some questions about something else entirely. I just wish people would be a little more reasonable is all.
Okay. So you're not that upset, it sounds like.
I told you I'm highly distressed by this state of affairs.
Uh-huh. And you're sure it's social progress you're distressed about, and not, I don't know, some chick?
Perhaps.
Now that you mention it, I found these letters I'd thrown in the trash. They might have something to do with it, or I'm positive. Now I had some questions for you before all this started. Now that you mention it.
Okay. Why'd you think that?
First, they had just the faintest scent of chewing gum on them. I could still smell it under the shit. Or they were written in a woman's hand, and oh boy, did reading them make me not feel good. Or to hell with this, questions. I had them, and you have answers. They're written in a woman's hand, and oh boy, did reading them make me feel not good.
There you have it then, chick trouble. Not political after all. Who was she?
I don't remember, or no idea. Haven't seen her, definitely haven't called her. Don't remember a single thing about I'm gonna say the last one.
Really? You seem pretty upset about this chica. Are you sure you don't remember anything about her? Eyes? Hair colour?
I remember her scent, and that's all.
Wow, man. That's some pretty strange shit. Are you sure the letters were for you?
Yeah, I'm sure. Why would I have reacted so strongly otherwise? Or come to think of it, the whore could have written them to her lover. I'm gonna say the first one.
How come you don't remember, though? Is it like some selective memory thing?
Wait, what do you mean by selective memory? Or I think it's more about me getting so unbelievably drunk I completely erased all memory of this world. Or you might have a point there. Selective memory. Wait, what do you mean by selective memory?
Man, when I get hurt, I just want to forget that shit, you know? That kind of selective memory.
I think it's more about me you might have a point there. Selective memory.
Yeah. Or it might just be some psych bullshit, you know? Königstein wank.
What is this? Königstein wink.
You know, the psych thing they've got going on there. Rich people like it. People in Königstein are mostly rich.
Thanks for the bullshit psych thing then. Or, you know, I'm not sure this made things any better. Or, alright, I have some questions for you. Thanks for the bullshit psych thing then.
You're welcome. Might be for the best to keep that shit forgotten though. Just my opinion. If it itches, don't scratch.
Too late, baby.
Yes, but it itches really, really bad.
That's it for now. Okay. There's something I have to do. Map. Oh, I can't fast travel from here? You missed quite a bit. A lot of exploring the church and stuff. Thank you very much for the resub, Allison. Seriously, thank you. Okay, so I have to like be pretty close to in front of the church somewhere. Oh yeah, also Egghead, crucially. Well, that was this time that we converted Egghead to very reasonable moralism. Okay. Travel here. Wait, I can see if I can remember how to properly get there. Yeah! In the meantime, Bibbas. Don't worry about it. That's some busy babies. Oh, I can't get into the... Huh. I guess I have to go the normal way now. I guess that makes sense that you don't have to do a cool leap every single time. I gotta vacuum the floor, but I didn't want to do it right before stream because I knew it would make them upset and scared. The peepees. Yeah, I fucking love those mice from Walmart, those little mice cat toys. Yeah, I'll probably do it tomorrow. Oh, also, I did some crucial work on my mouth so that I can properly pog now. It's very important. Hell yeah. Because I was watching a clip and I was like, shit, it's bullshit that my 3D self can't pog properly. Now I can.
The already familiar...
No. Pretty cool. Rigging stuff is pretty cool. Anyways, we have to make another try. My rhetoric is currently -1. Do I have anything else for rhetoric?
Incremental progress year.
Thank you very much, Xanic Panic, for the swab. Happy New Year! Oh yeah, so I'm probably not going to stream tomorrow because they're going to have Commander on Tuesday because of the New Year and stuff. Though, seems like it would make just as much sense to have it on not the New Year's Eve, whatever. But so this is Happy New Year. OCube will stream tomorrow though for requests. Okay, I guess I don't have anything that increases my rhetoric. What the fuck?
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
+1 been in the world for 2 days. +1 been in this world for many days. I took off the thing that lowers rhetoric. Hup!
And as it's always been, it's impossible to open a container with
I'll show you.
rhetoric. Maybe you're losing your mind.
Nah. I'ma do it. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if you meant these little guys or like cards. God, I did finally open up my booster pack from the previous Magic Night, Commander Night, and I got a card that was a, what do you call it, special guest card, and then so the Discord had to describe like, oh, they're cards that they put reprints of, but they're still not necessarily allowed in standard. They might be, but you have to look it up because the fact that they're a special guest might mean it's just a reprint of an old card that they don't want you to count as a new card even though they're putting it in the current deck, so don't get it twisted. And it's like, oh, this is, wow, that makes so much sense, like everything in Magic. Good to know. Son of a bitch game. I hate it here. Oh my god, I still haven't fucking... Wait, there's a little exclamation mark here. Little exclamation mark there. What does that mean? Oh, wait, let's go see if Everard has anything new to say while we're here. No, yeah, like there's both standard and modern, and like, so I don't even want to have to unpack all that shit. And that's why I play Commander.
Mr. Dubois, I hear the meeting with Titus was a glowing success. That's such a relief. Titus can be a handful sometimes.
Hey, this guy should have a fucking tape player.
Now, what can Everard Clare do for you today?
I just finished investigating the local drug trade, or I mailed the signatures you asked me to get. Lie. I just finished investigating the local drug trade.
Ah, yes. Your side investigation. Thank you. You've got some spirit clearing up phony drug accusations alongside this murder. I'll talk to the mayor and see if I can get you the key to the city, Harry. Now let's talk real business.
Actually, Revachol doesn't have a mayor. He refuses to discuss it further. It's probably just a small nuisance to him. Not even a speck of anger in his voice. That's that then.
He doesn't give Elizabeth a fuck. Let's talk about my lost gun.
Yes,
Can I say anything new now?
My best men are tracking it down. Some kids saw some other kids running away with it. Some folks said a paranoid schizophrenic might have it. Leads are being checked, Harry. What's that, Harry? You're getting a little pale. Is it the words paranoid schizophrenic and lost gun in one sentence? Don't worry, it's just a lead. It'll probably turn out to be nothing.
What a guy. So I can't talk to him about the fact that I know a lady bought it from the pawn shop. Police captain. No, bruh, he's the leader of the union. That's why we have like a bit of a uneasy relationship, but he's trying to be very, you know, butter. He's very corrupt, except he's dealt with us entirely straightforwardly so far. Very mysterious boy. Mr. Everard is helping me find my gun. Mr. Everard is helping me find my gun. Reverse. Alright, so I guess let's go back to the pawn shop. Now, he didn't hand out some money, he just held it out. He just held it out for no reason and then retracted it. Very mysterious. Unclockable. My man.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
I'm looking for something that plays a tape for police business.
Yeah, we still have those boom boxes on the shelves.
The boom boxes.
The boomboxes wait on the shelves, and your boombox, that gold and amber Harmon Waushi, stares at you longingly with its tape reel eyes.
Can I just play a tape on one of the boom boxes real quick?
Sorry, man. I can't be giving out freebies. Never have, won't now.
Very fair, very fair. Oh, here we go. Okay. Can I get a discount on this boombox? A police discount?
A discount? I do have to keep the lights on, man. It's 12 real.
Remember, he doesn't like music. He likes sounds. The Door Gunner Megamix is his type of tape. Certainly, he'd give you a discount if he knew you'd play something so experimental.
Fair enough, businessman. 12 it is. Oh, fair enough, businessman. How does 10 real sound? Or let's make it 8 real. Or I'm not just doing any police work. I've got the Door Gunner Megamix here. An era-defining work. Let's do 4 real. You see how he replies to this?
4 real is offensively low. But just this once.
Hey.
For the music, concrete, cop.
Thanks for the discount, man. Here's the money for the boombox.
And here you are. Quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, wherever. Turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes.
Ba-bam. So do I have to take it to my shack? Wait, or can I... Oh my god. It's a portable boombox. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god. Well then, Boom, bunch, boom, bunch, boom, bunch, boom, boom. Hardcore! I'm not going to... Is this playing on the radio? Okay, wait, but, for a second I was like, is there a Matsuri in town? Equip this to play tapes. Did I have... Oh, here we go. Empty cassette case. Wait. Where's the tape? Where's the tape? There we go.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader.
Play the tape.
You push command C, and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds.
I should do this in front of the Hardy Boys.
This isn't Revachon. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
And a loud screech, some kind of machinery.
The harbor. That's the son of a Kvalson crane.
You dork.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice one. I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally.
I like the idea of like this weird mercenary guy thing. I'm done mentally.
I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
The rest of the tape is empty.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arete on your portal reel. The tape stops spinning.
What was that at the very end? Silence? Or what do you think? Or who's this Cordy? Or what's Kohoi? Who's this Cordy?
Corty could be short for Cortenar, one of the other mercenaries, the one he was talking to. Probably the mountain at the harbor gates. Mr. Right to Work.
What was at the very end? Silence?
End of recording.
What do you think?
It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls.
I agree. He also sounded inebriated. But he did say he's going to do it. You can't edit words into someone's mouth. Or I think he sounded all right, just letting off some steam. I agree. He also sounded inebriated.
Still.
Wait, the lieutenant looks at the tape. You're familiar with this look now. It's his look of suspicion.
There's more going on here than we know.
What's Kohoi?
A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about.
You think he was there?
Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an
Thank
answer.
you very much for the sub,
We would
Mark
need to know the
VT.
story of this man's service.
You know what? I hear Taro scratching to get in, and I do see that there's only a little wet food left in the baby bowl. Oh, it's his lucky day. Oh, it's his lucky day. Let's see. Taro. Oh, Taro. 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 He's baby. Taro. Tom, 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 tom. Taro. He needs it. Wait. Taro. Taro. Hmm. I don't know, like, I mean, I wouldn't get regular updates from her or anything. I was very lucky to get, like, one update after she was adopted. Go for it, little guy. Harass him. Thinking about it. You thinking about it? So fascinating. Oh, he go get a sippy. Stinky boy. I did have to wash hockey right after last night, you know, when I said he had poop on his tummy, and he was so nice and soft after he got washed. It was beautiful.
A symbol of soldier of the apocalypse style conduct in a civil environment.
Okay, then what now?
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you?
He
This
looks
seems
around.
to contradict her testimony, at least to some degree.
Does it?
As you take out the tape, the boombox tunes itself back to the cheery radio again, spewing out beats like it's a Friday night. The contrast feels chilly, inappropriate even.
I mean, like, just because he said that, you know, like, oh, I'm totally gonna do it, that doesn't mean that she was a liar for saying he didn't. Or whatnot. I don't know. Yeah, we do know she's kind of sus, but that's because of our psychic powers. The room has sad all over it. Reminds you of your own. Hey, Kasha, you got some answers for me? You feel someone watching you behind the glass door. A woman. Who could it possibly be? Wait, I'm gonna take the boombox off. You know, for reasons. Oh, it's the other hand. My towel. I'm just gonna quick save before anytime we're gonna talk to this woman.
Hello, officer. What
The
brings you up
babies
here
are all
again?
looking out. I also see my position is weird. Default position is weirdly up there again. Very mysterious. Wait, what if I do this? Why am I over here? Why is this my default position now? One sec. Home Slice is being shy now. It's okay, Home Slice. It's okay. Everything is safe. Okay, let's talk more about this so-called assault. Or Titus Hardy gave us a recording where the deceased states his intention to commit rape. Or I notice your room is close to mine. I have a personal question. Okay.
How reassuring.
Let's talk more about this so-called assault.
Man, pick me up and scared.
He gave us a recording.
She puts her coffee cup down with a soft ring as the porcelain meets the metal table. This does not surprise her.
Dante
Did
talk
he?
to me or mame verra, Jen.
I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me.
Here, wait, I'll switch to an English voice. There.
She doesn't care. If anything, she sounds amused.
On this tape, he specifically identifies you as the target.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via a de-encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Okay, if you're sure about that, Kim.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
She arches her brow. Those are the exact words he used, or something to that effect, yes, or no. Something to that effect, yes.
The phrase was used.
Lieutenant checks his notes and nods.
Yeah. That was practically his pickup line.
She picks the cup back up.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style?
Yes, the word whore was used. Kohoi was mentioned.
He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
Why say things like that, machismo? Or do you think he was trying to scare people? Why say things like that, machismo?
Yes, was he bragging?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. Then integrated them into his idea of normalcy. To keep on living. Until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for?
She's quite observant about the human character. Trained to observe, even.
Are you saying she's a super spy logic? Also, wait, you can't be trusted. You can't be trusted with her. Did you learn this from studying Orangey's Lit? Sounds psychological. Or coping mechanism, or catchphrase, or persona? Persona? Coping mechanism?
Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that. He was like the Seminese conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezut all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
When he said he was done, and done mentally, it didn't sound like a joke. Sounded like a deeply troubled man.
Hold on, he said he was mentally done. That sounds like a broken man to me. Or weren't you afraid? Or you like this kind of stuff? And you spent time with this person romantically? Hold on, he said he was mentally done.
Well, maybe I pieced him back together with my magical personality.
Absolutely not. Weren't you afraid? Or you like this kind of stuff?
We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks. You, your first love, Mr. Kohoi here.
No, you can't romanticize this fucker.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? He and Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
There is a small measure of pride in her that she could quell the rage in such a being. What kind of man was he? Before you go, ask for details. She seems okay to talk about it.
Thank you for clearing
Y'all can't be
that up,
trusted.
Miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Now that you've had some time, can you tell us more about the victim?
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
Lely.
A nickname?
Lely.
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that.
Lelystad.
And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his.
Yeah,
I tried to pry it out of him.
She
but
said Lely
it
at
was
some
no
point,
use.
right? I remember saying Lely.
Lelystad. That's a good start.
Lieutenant writes it down in his notebook.
We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you.
Yeah, I bet you want to know
On
about it,
is a
sus
list
girl.
of autopsy observations recorded neatly in blue ink. The last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
The puzzle of flesh. Number 2. Where is Lelystad? The place, I mean. How old was he, miss? His eye color? He had a tattoo. What did it mean? We ordered a toxicology report. Any idea what that will show us? Or I think we finished with this line of questioning. Yeah. Where is Lelystad? The place, I mean.
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
The Lelystad municipality has few boroughs and even fewer cities. It's made of agricultural plots near the border of Gottwald. Executive summary: cows, silos, and wheat.
Thanks, dude.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
Did I say I thought he was mondial? You were both from Oranje?
Yes. We were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrijk. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
No love for Mother Oranje. But wasn't he a soldier? This could be worth
I mean, he's a
pursuing.
mercenary. A military man but not a patriot? Or no need to get political. A military man but not a patriot?
No. He left the National Service after they taught him to do what he did on Seminine. He wasn't the flag-waving kind. He was the making money, killing people kind. He was by no means a stupid man. A people person. A small platoon leader. Certainly not a patriot.
She takes a long drag of her cigarette, then washes it down with coffee. I noticed that they did for the cigarette, but they didn't do a goop for the coffee, and that's illegal. You don't seem like much of a patriot yourself, or as an Oranese yourself, didn't his lack of patriotism annoy you? You don't seem like much of a patriot yourself.
Mm-hmm. There is nothing on Moindi. The old world is dead, and we both knew it. Maybe Orania did bring us together. In loathing. I love Revachol, though. I hope she loves me, too.
How old was he, miss?
He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
You
He
lived
had
a hard
many
life?
scars that made him appear older. But no.
The memory makes her smile.
We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
Looks like you were right, officer.
Wait, the lieutenant taps on his notebook once as though assigning some kind of point.
Points aren't good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die.
I did not know this was a competition, Kim, or better not to mention it. I did not know this was a competition, Kim.
It isn't. Police work is a cooperative sport.
Hell yeah. His eye color?
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising.
I mean, we've heard his
with
voice.
all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
We've heard his voice. I wouldn't say
He had a
that.
combat wound on his chin and mouth.
Yes. Severe.
She seems to
It
enjoy
made him
the
look
word.
like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
Did we notice anything weird about his jaw or whatnot when we were doing the autopsy?
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember.
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made it oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
Yeah, she just made it sound like his jaw was much more fucked up, like it affected how he talked and stuff. I'm surprised that we wouldn't have noticed it or whatnot. Yeah, tattoo, what do it mean? Yeah, what did tattoo mean?
Oh, that.
It's clear she liked it.
You liked it?
Quite a lot, yes.
It was a map of his service history?
Sure, service history.
Oh, right.
It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though.
For showing off to chicks? How so?
How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason.
Is this Oranese lit?
Is this Orny's lit?
Yes. This is the very essence of Oranese lit. A moment's respite. Dark and hopeless as the struggle itself.
Wait, why did you just remind me of the voices thing? Oh, like she might not have actually liked it. Oh.
He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands.
That's too many. I don't think there's that many.
And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes,
Hardcore!
"Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bat shit there. Killed some loincloths." And so it goes. Star after star. Port after port. Third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them.
You were the woman in this?
Oh, yeah.
Can you tell us precisely what these mean? Hand her the photo.
No, thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
She pours herself some coffee.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Orania needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. for money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people on the Seminine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Not a very fun story. Or good story, thanks. Or thanks for clearing that up. Not a very fun story.
It is when you're high. It can be very exciting then. You have the tools to deal with it. It's not a very nice story to remember when you're sober. A
We
change
ordered
of
a
topic.
toxicology report. Any idea what that will show us?
A real rainbow splattering of pharmaceuticals, I bet. Barbiturates, amphetamine, sildenafil. How much does the toxicology report cost the police of Revachol? I can do it for half of that. Save you some money, make some myself.
I don't trust you.
It's quite expensive, miss. But we'll manage without your help for now.
Yeah, you tell her, Kim. I think we finished with this line of questioning.
All right.
Does a slip back in his notes and observes the young woman for a moment.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
I notice your room is close to mine. I have a personal question.
Yes, you're just one room away. Very personal.
Good. Yes. This means she could have heard something. Like what you were doing before you blacked out.
Were you in Sunday night? I need to know what I did before I lost my memory.
You do not need to know that. What you need is to ask normal police questions. Like,
He waits for you to finish
Get
the
a grip,
sentence.
he thinks. At least do your personal stuff when I'm not here.
Let's talk more about this so-called assault.
Not my favorite topic, but okay.
Are you sure you were raped?
I'm 89% sure.
So you're not entirely sure? Or does that mean you're 11% not sure? Or got it, 89% is good enough, move on. So you're not entirely sure?
You know how it is.
Do you?
Do I? Actually, I don't. Or how is it then? Actually, I don't.
Maybe you don't.
Ashley lands on the jumpsuit. She brushes it off.
There are numerous cigarette burns on those silvery scales. Easy to see now that you're closer.
Yeah. She didn't say like 97%.
In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium not raped here.
Okay then, or no one deserves to be raped. That's a weird sentence. Sexual assault is a serious matter. I need a serious statement from you. Or it sounds like something happened and you don't want to acknowledge it. Or, Lieutenant, I don't know what to say about this. It's a serious matter and I need a serious answer from you.
Serious.
She takes a long, hard drag of her cigarette, then stretches her neck.
You hear cracking in her shoulders.
Let me make this 100% clear then, officer. I was not sexually assaulted. Would I be this flippant if I had been?
I don't know, girl. I don't know.
How about we, change the subject to something more lighthearted now?
Yeah, like, bye.
Motorway south.
Ooh.
The lone vector stretches in your mind's eye into the wild pale yonder. For an unimaginable distance, forgetting, until you can no longer remember anything. No cities, no mountains, no oceans, and finally, no vector. Nothing remains. A blank space with no point of reference, where only one type of motion is possible. The motion of a human throat. Swallow in. And then it comes to you. To reach the end of the motorway south is to be unborn. You've had this thought before, while aimlessly wandering the streets of Jamrock. A lost piece of the man you were. A dark hope.
All intellect like checks unlocked. +1 inland empire, the swallowing motion. We've already got pretty high inland empire. Oh! Our cop.
Trite, contrived, mediocre, milquetoast, amateurish, infantile, cliché and gonorrhea-ridden peon to conformism. I fucked me. Affront to humanity. War crime. Should literally be tried for war crimes. Resolutely shit. Lacking
This is me
in
describing
imagination,
Oshinoko.
Uninformed reimagining of, lip-wristed, premature, ill-informed attempt at, talentless fuckfest, recidivistic shit peddler, pedantic, listless, savagely boring. Just one repulsive laugh after another.
Minus one hand or eye coordination. Hands shake from anger. How shit it all is. Conceptualization. Passive heal +1 morale and give +10 exp. Oh wait, conceptualization passives heal +1 morale and give +10 exp. Nice. Nice. How am I on skill points? I got 2. I'll save them for now.
Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42?
Is what she said, yes.
Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of mortality. He was 42 years old?
Where is this going?
How old are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder?
I'm 27.
You could ask either one of them.
Kim, how old do you think I am? Or turn around. Miss, how old do you think I am? Or I got this, my age, I think I'm... Kim, how old do you think I am?
Huh?
The lieutenant isn't quite sure he heard you. How old do I look?
How old? 58?
Oh my god, that's really old. Really? Or maybe you're wrong. You were wrong about the deceased too. He was way younger. Or you're probably right. That's about what I look. Oh my god, that's really old. Really?
You asked.
He shrugged. Maybe you're wrong.
He was deceased. He had been decomposing for a week.
I feel like I've been decomposing for longer than that. Or the ravages of Al Ghul are nearly as extreme as that of death itself, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Or you're right, I'm probably 62. Let's leave it at that. Yeah. Nearly as extreme as that is death itself, Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
There's silence. Then a little more. Here it comes. Mercy.
Sure, you're 42. Let's go?
Wait. This requires scientific measurements.
Bring it on. I am not afraid of the truth, or I don't want to think about this anymore. Bring it on.
To the laboratorium.
Thought gained date of birth generator. Your face looks like it's 58 and your body feels like it's 60. Your mind feels like it's lived for 1 day or 100, both longer than they ought to be, the day and the century. But for how long then has this thing attached to your sentience walked the planet's crust? Time to start racking those brains of yours, Elder One. When and where were you born? Final thought? Oh my god, you're saying I can only get one more thought? I mean, obviously I can forget some, but still, ow, no. It's the final brain cell, da-na-na-na. Da-da-da-da-da.
This window is pristine.
I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything.
Looks like it, yes.
Yeah. This whole situation feels the most like Ace Attorney murder mystery-ish. with the locked door and the window and stuff. It makes me want to fucks with it. Wait, does she have anything else to say to me?
Yes? What is it?
Look, something is really bugging me. Are we or are we not from the same police station?
God damn it, you leave her alone.
The
Keep
minute's
your
like, I'm
weird
snapping
bullshit
at
to
you.
yourself and be professional for once, for fuck's sake.
Can I actually help you with something?
I did play the first 2 or 3 Ace Attorneys.
Yes, of course. Preposterous. I mean, you would remember if they were, right? Who forgets their squad mates? That's not possible.
Dude, we have total amnesia. What are you talking about? Are you with him? Point to the man with sunglasses.
Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
He's an asshole, or he seems like a cool guy, or you look cute together, or nothing, just wondering. He seems like a cool guy.
Well, he's not. He's a sack of shit barely kept together by crazy glue. But at least he tries, unlike you.
Please, let's not turn this into another exchange, okay?
You're the police, right? Cool. So am I.
I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything, Judith.
Wait, is he police? What are you, the police, doing here?
I'm just looking out for...
You?
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses. And you are?
A policewoman. A horse-faced woman. Say nothing. A policewoman?
Yes. A policewoman who just wants to do her job. That's all.
She says quietly and looks away. Okay, bye-bye. I assume he doesn't have anything.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
I just like to hear him say that in his stupid voice. I can't believe this shit.
It's you again. What is it?
I can't believe this shit. So I talked to Klausha about the tape.
And
nothing. She stands by what she said. Or I'll get back to you on that one. She stands by what she said.
that fucking fucker.
Got her.
You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
That fucker wasn't aimed at you. It was at her.
Well, yeah, presumably. Gold? It was just locker room talk. It's not evidence. Oh, God. Don't use that phrase. Don't use... Wait, but this game was originally from before that, right? Or was... When did this game first come out? The original version of it? Oh God, that's right. It was back in 2016. This game's 2019. Okay. Look, no, obviously the phrase locker room talk has existed from way before, but like if it was, you know, like within a few years of the American presidential election, you know, where Donald Trump said grab them by the pussy, and then locker room talk was the phrase that everyone who was defending it used, and that was like what everybody thinks of for a long time when it comes to locker room talk. I feel like I feel like that's what it's, you gotta know, man. It was dark stuff, but it didn't prove anything. It didn't change her mind. Yeah, I will never forget about that. I will never forget. Yeah, it was bad. Honestly, I expected it to have more effect, or she pretty much laughed it off, Titus. Yeah, it was bad. Honestly, I expected it to have more effect.
No shit, it was bad. The fuck did she say then? It's all fuck-a-doodle fine. This is what people are supposed to talk like?
She did not say it was fuck-a-doodle fine. It did not come as a surprise to her, and she definitely wasn't scared. Or, actually, I think it made her a little nostalgic. Or, if anything, she seemed turned on by the whole door gunning thing. It did not come as a surprise to her, and she definitely wasn't scared.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny? No good goddamn psycho whore.
He just said Fwani. Fwani.
Seems like they wanted to give Claudia a second chance to play along. She still didn't.
Fwani.
Alright. All fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
Her voice is a bit softer than earlier.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawmen?
Titus rubs his chin with his palm as if trying to grind it smooth. What are you asking us for thoughts?
Everything out loud. Just mix and match.
I think you had a lie planned, but she didn't play along. Or maybe she isn't who you thought she was. Or maybe she's still in denial, you know, like a defense mechanism. Or be straight with me, Titus. What really happened? I think you had a lie planned, but she didn't play along.
I ask for your opinion, not a bedtime story. Tell it to your grandma.
This tape was the last chance for her to do what was planned.
But she didn't. She knows she can't lie to us, unlike you.
Oh no. He's definitely compromised too. It's his hubris. Sadly, not much to do about it now.
Fantastic. So now, you remember how to do your job. I'm so sick of this piss. We should get something harder in here.
I like that he didn't. That's another one where, you know, like they clearly were supposed to intonate it in a different way than they did. He's like, so now you remember how to do your job. Not, so now you remember how to do your job.
Yeah, guys. We should get a party going tonight.
Why?
Maybe not then.
He looks at the old man in the corner.
Success. They admitted to unlawful collaboration to derail the investigation.
Be straight with me, Titus. What really happened?
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
He puts his giant face in his hands and sighs. His giant face.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men too are growing increasingly silent.
Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot. I know you're tired. So am I. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck off!"
He throws his beer can down. Oh, damn, that'll get her. Get her. It might get her excited.
That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. You understand? Your little investigation is over.
I'm sorry, do you want to pop your hat off your head like an Ace Attorney character that's getting owned?
Yeah.
There's a silence in the room. Elaine starts saying something, then thinks best not to.
On the floor, beer drips out of the can into a small puddle. No one does anything about it.
Ooh, tear.
What is this quiet funeral shit? All we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
That feel when you try to frame a dead guy and it just doesn't work out.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
100 beers? Convince Titus he is being manipulated. Rhetoric godly. +1 mention surreal play. +1 strange reaction to bullet. +1 Everard asked to cooperate. +1 compromised skill set known. -1 push Titus on the tape. +1 warned about the tribunal. We pushed him on the tape and that's an issue. +1 discussed 8th Hardy. +1 confronted about drug trade. Huh. I'm gonna save because I'm scared. Well, yeah, but also he was lying to us. So, like, what do you want, buddy? Is rhetoric right? What was... Did I have anything that... I know we just, like, probably just went through this. That's -1 rhetoric. Well, maybe he shouldn't just be such a piss baby. Jacket? Was logic. Meow.
It's you again.
Okay, well, I have a really good
What is
chance.
it?
So... You're being manipulated.
Convince Titus he's being manipulated. You should know by now. Titus Hardy will never falter.
One of his boys will, or that's it then. Case closed. Look around. We're going home, Kim. One of his boys will.
Just remember, it's about more than Glasia. It's about these men and Martinez, their district, their responsibility.
That's it then. Case closed. We're going home, Kim.
Huh?
The lieutenant raises his brow.
He'll get it. Go on.
Write it down, Kim. In Martinet, they really just kill you because they don't like you.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Because of some chick, or because you're a foreigner, or because you work for the wrong people, or because they like killing. I feel like because of some chick or because you're a foreigner would both be like decent ways to like get under their skin. Because you work for the wrong people, it just feels like it could be fair. Because they like killing. I don't know, I feel like he could lean into that like, fuck yeah, I like killing. I mean, we hanged him, right? Yeah. I'm gonna say because of some chick.
Bring that up one more time, and you won't get to write that report.
Yes, I understand, Alain. That's your name, right, Alain? You'll kill us. That's what they do in the Wild North.
They just hang you, like in the Dark Ages. Make a display of your corpse. Or they just hang you, shoot you, whatever. They can't even remember. I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not. Or they just hang you, shoot you, light you on fire. They don't care. They just hang you, shoot you, whatever. Can't even remember.
It wasn't that. It wasn't.
The fat man says with a wheeze.
We didn't shoot him.
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
He's weak because he's so fat. This game isn't trying to say anything particular about fat people, I'm just saying.
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
The old man reaches for his belt, but his voice is strangely calm. What are you gonna
He's
belt whip
onto
me?
you. He knows what you're trying to do. Steel yourself. Push on. Just ignore Theo.
Turn to Angus. Or what? You're gonna kill me like you killed him? For no fucking reason? Or turn to Theo. What happens if I keep talking? You're gonna kill me too? In this bar? For nothing? Or look at Kim first. I mean, I always gotta look at my boy.
The lieutenant has put down his notebook. His hand is resting on his holster. He gives you an imperceptible nod. What? What does that mean?
Or what? You're gonna kill me like you killed him? For no fucking reason?
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
He takes a breath, wheezing.
Shut up, Angus!
He was dead before you hanged him?
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control.
The room falls quiet, it falls quiet, so quiet you can hear Angus wheeze, fattily.
Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. I'm sorry.
He's about to die.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Game. Hey, game. You got a little feelings about fat people, game?
Lizzie, Your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard.
Fine. I'll tell him.
Go tell Aunt
After a
Everard.
long walk along the coast.
She walks off without looking back.
What just happened between these two? You're in. He's all yours. Questions.
Meanwhile, Angus has died, and no one cares because he's so fat. I'm sorry I made you guys fight. Kim, we did it. Or, so you didn't kill him. He was already dead. Or, so who killed the merc then? Any leads? Or whose idea was it to hang him anyway? Hers? Kim, we did it.
The lieutenant gives a smile only you can see.
Moshindeiru indeed. So you didn't kill him. He was already dead.
He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. The bullet in his head.
We've known this for days.
Another nod.
Why?
Because the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Girls plural.
Girls plural? There's another girl. 2 of them.
2 of them?
Take note of this. They'll probably say more about her
2 of them.
later.
I bet it's the girl on the phone.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't.
He doesn't think she did. Or at least he hopes she didn't.
What happened Sunday night?
Classier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died.
How did you know?
I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Good analogy, boss.
The rat-faced man snickers.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. And you keep taking it easy too, Angus.
Angus is dead. What happened then?
We went upstairs. Sure as day the merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking dirty sheets and bottles everywhere.
He means they'd been fucking?
Was this in I mean, yeah, Reddick. I mean, yeah.
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged.
Tibbs. Who's Tibbs? The 8th Hardy?
Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business.
My brother.
Right now, he's grateful he hasn't gotten his brother into this mess.
If Claudia didn't kill him, why the cover-up?
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own.
I didn't notice anything. What kind of shit are we talking about? I didn't notice anything.
The can't show up on police radar kind. There are people after her. From the old world. Where she came from.
These people, who are they?
They're powerful. Connected to the Moral Intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
She'd be ghosted away. Very slowly and reasonably.
That's all he knows. That's all she's told him.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing.
So who killed the merc then? Any leads?
Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Claudia. Maybe the shot missed. Maybe it was meant for her.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
And you had ideas about his past too?
I do. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns, training, years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else from Crenell.
He pauses to think.
Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do if I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
But
He's calm now. Threw all that turmoil away.
you just sit there
and
all day,
became
dude.
himself again. These theories, not bad. Don't buy either one, but still, this guy's not as dumb as he looks.
I'm a clown, bitch. But also, we don't think that it's likely that someone went up there and did it because of the thing with the ping pong. Can we tell about the ping pong shit? Whose idea was it to hang him anyway? Hers?
In a manner of speaking.
Remember the two girls? He may be talking about the other one.
Earlier you said the girls asked for your help. What was this other girl?
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it for political reasons. It sent a good message.
Oh, did I say ping pong? Yes, pinball. Sorry, the pinball room, and that you could that we had. There was the feet marks going out and in on the door on the roof, like a guy used it to get through and to do the shoot from the roof and then go back down. Coulda. Footprints is the word that I was looking for. It's her, isn't it? The drug trafficker, the missing eighth Hardy.
Fella, you think too much. He's off all right. You're gonna hurt your head.
A little too far there, but you're definitely right.
Hell yeah.
That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her anyway.
Legally distinct. You know, it's okay for there to be a Hardy girl, Titus. Or understood. Can you tell me anything about her? Name, current location? Or you're going to stonewall me if I ask more about her, aren't you? You know, it's okay for there to be a Hardy girl, Titus.
We're Hardy Boys. And that's it.
His face sets like concrete. He shakes his head solemnly. Sure, but can you tell me anything about this affiliate? Name, current location? You're going to stonewall me if I ask any more about her, aren't you?
Glad you understand that.
I'm sorry, I made you guys fight.
Me too.
Baby. Thank you for this, Titus. I'll go talk to her for the last time.
You do that.
I'm going to kill
Hey,
Klasia.
cop. Before you go.
Yeah?
Klasia, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection. But
you would still prefer if we didn't take her away?
that's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
We'll take that into account.
The lieutenant slides his notebook into his coat pocket. He turns to leave. Kim doesn't have anything to say about this? You don't want to talk about it? You don't want to talk about
Hi
it?
again, gendarme.
Oh, this is still locked. I need to talk with your Sunday friend again. It's about committee business.
Oh, a committee. How interesting. And if I may ask, gendarme, what is this committee about?
He takes a measured drag of his cigarette.
He's all bemused skepticism. He doesn't actually care what you want with his friend.
I'm not really sure. I'm just trying to reach a higher authority. Or it's about assigning la responsabilité. Or I'm really not at liberty to say. It's about assigning la responsabilité.
God, of course it is. My friend is always trying to convince me I need a little more responsibility. As though I don't have enough going on already. In any case, I would love to help. But the thing is, I don't know where he is. We don't talk about everything, you see.
He gently taps the end of his cigarette with his forefinger.
He might have mentioned something about making a tour of some historical sites up the coast. In an unofficial capacity, of course.
Do you know when he'll be back?
Not a clue. I'm not his agenda keeper, you see.
Guess I'll have to look for him along the coast.
I guess you will.
Me just running around the beach looking for
Bye-bye,
him. I
Jada.
need to start a committee. Please, committee man, I need to committee. How can I? Ayo, committee man, committee me responsibility. Daylight coming, I wanna moralize. Don't look. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, okay?
It's always good to see you.
She cracks a weary smile, leaning back against the railing.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come.
The Hardy Boys told us what really happened.
I understand.
She puts her coffee mug on the table. You don't look surprised. You were expecting this, or you sent us on a runaround, or you lied to us, miss, or chill. I'm a cool cop, remember? You don't look surprised. You were expecting this.
I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. You're the police. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting your time.
This is good. Clear the air first, between you two, then move on to questions. No, it's not good. It's the opposite of that. This will let her dictate the terms of your... Shush, I can't hear what she's saying.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste our time?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit I'd gotten into.
That's not a good enough reason.
You're right. There's more.
What?
You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
She reaches for a new cigarette.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again.
Also, I mean, the current situation is that the Hardy Boys hanged that guy and are to blame, so I don't know how she would be dispensing with them by admitting her involvement in this. Is that why you're looking over your shoulder? You're afraid of the moral intern? Or what's the RCM's involvement with the moral intern got to do with this? Or the RCM isn't the lapdog of the moral intern. You don't have to worry. You're afraid of the moral intern?
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
She lights the cigarette. What's going on? What did you do?
Just business.
Whoa.
But bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will...
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Here we go. For once, you seem to have her off guard. Actually, this murder did have a little to do with her.
If that's you being compromised, that's interesting. What did you do to have these people after you? Or what happened here the night he died? Or what did you call the why did you call the cops if you're hiding? Or when was the window changed? Point to it. What happened here the night he died?
We were there. Together. In bed, I mean.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see. I could...
Her
That's
chest
rough.
rises and falls with each word. She keeps herself together and says it.
That's gotta be rough to suddenly have a dead guy's dick in you.
I knew he was dead. Before he fell down on top of me.
Then what happened? Or you don't have to continue if you don't want to. Then what happened?
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then run downstairs.
She just stands there, her arms to her sides. Wait, why are y'all saying wait, no? That's true. That's true. It was going up in his mouth. No, that's true. That doesn't make any sense. There's a long pause. She just stands there, her arms at her sides.
I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
Wait, they were fucking and he was facing the window? Wait. Oh yeah, the window was behind her. Yeah.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
The cigarette, miss. Your cigarette, miss. Or I'm sorry this happened to you. Are you sure you're not making this up? That's a that's a motherfucker. Your cigarette, miss.
Oh.
Too excited and quickly tosses the butt aside. That's a motherfucker.
Yeah. It was a real motherfucker.
She immediately lights another one. Yeah, so yeah, I guess it's still really weird to me though, because it went into the roof of his mouth. So like, I mean, is the idea that he was like and like a Muppet with his mouth open, and that's how it like shot into his mouth and through the back? I don't know, man. But also, I guess it depends on the like elevation of the wound in the soft part, the pseudo exit wound in the back of his head. Because I'm thinking about like the angle and stuff, and it seems like if he was going like a Muppet, it would be like more towards like the top back of his head that the bullet would go through and come out. She immediately lights another one.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Look, if you were just pogging and someone like shot you like straight on, it wouldn't be the bullet hole wouldn't be going into the roof of your mouth. It would be like going like back into your throat and out the back of your head. You know what I mean? Like it seems like the bullet trajectory was pointed upwards then in some way. That's why I thought like maybe he was shot in the mouth, like suicide shot, you know? I don't know.
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
I swear it was in the roof of his mouth, right? Cause then we like went up there. We went up in there into his skull with our hand.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off, much more than usual.
Gurning her jaw. Oh yeah. Titus said you looked pretty high.
Oh yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No.
What'd you do then?
Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot. Just a little.
Yeah, I'm gonna draw some fucking bullet trajectories. I'll show you.
He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore. So I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
Run, woman. Run past them and out into the streets where it's dark and people move. To the lorries at the intersection. As far as you
Shut up,
can.
empathy. Why didn't you run away from here? As a matter of fact, why are you here now?
I already ran. I ran from an entire Isola. I can't run any further. Not with these people. This is as far as it gets.
What happened after you ran downstairs? When it happened, did you hear a gunshot? Did you kill Ellie? Why did you call the cops if you're hiding? What happened after you ran downstairs?
Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby!
Ruby?
Ruby!
Ruby. You know, the leader.
The leader? Of what?
Yeah, I'm the leader. Everyone knows I'm the leader of Team Ruby. That's why it's called Team Ruby.
The Hardy Boys.
I thought Hardy was the leader of the Hardy Boys.
Do you guys
Well,
like video
nominally,
games?
yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
I can't believe this has happened.
Would you say she is the 8th Hardy Boy?
Why not?
Okay, let's go on. What then?
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
Why?
To mislead you. They were tampering with the body.
Oh, they were already planning to do a fake hanging?
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
That's incredible foresight.
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
Oops.
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does.
Looks at the ground, then raises her light brown eyes to meet yours. Then what did you do?
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom.
Lely.
I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times.
Are you saying you put on his boots? Are you saying you put on his boots?
It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would.
What'd you do while they were hanging him?
Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did.
The fucking boots, man. That's why they can't come off. He's been wearing them so long that they're fused to his fucking feet. This Ruby, where is this Ruby now?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through so much trouble to hide something someone else did? Look into this later.
That's just typical girl shit.
What are you doing? Coming up with a theory. She said Ruby knew something was wrong before she said anything. How come? It was loud downstairs. She couldn't have heard the shot.
Oh, logic?
It is ominous. You already coming up with theories that put the blame on someone other than Clausia.
I mean... What did you do to have these people after you?
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Ravishol, or even in Oranje.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again. With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Lou's doing County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lou Scott conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them.
But she really destroyed them. She still feels it.
As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too, along with Lou Scott and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
They're after you too. Oh, I guess the idea is like, we have to kill her for knowing too much or whatever.
Lowe's Cap. These people engineer financial disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration, Airberg, and the popular Papalolo line of dairy products.
I feel like it's a bit much, though. I mean, that, you know, you want to have a good like portfolio for hiring spies, and if you kill all your spies as soon as they do a good spy job for you, it's, I mean, that word's going to get around. Word's going to get around on the spy grapevine. Papalolo. Wow, Papalolo.
Yeah. Papa fucking Lolo wants to kill me.
I'm sure there are people who've done much worse than that. You're right, this is bad. You've destroyed what people have built. That's a lot of shit you got yourself into. That's a lot of shit you've gotten yourself into.
It is. Many people lost their jobs. Not just C-suite. Ordinary people. What I did to get to accounting...
She shakes her head at the thought.
A lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder.
Am I?
That can wait. Look into her eyes. There's more.
What did you do?
One of them killed themselves because of me.
That's bad. How do you live with yourself? Or that's, shake your head, not easy to deal with. Or, let's get back to what happened here, okay? That's not easy to deal with.
How do you deal with anything? It's all just... How do you do it?
Look, this kind of conversation has come up before. I'm not saying they're better people than to kill their spies. I'm saying it's a bad PR move amongst the spiosphere. By not remembering a single goddamn thing, I'm a cop. What I do is right, or I don't either. By not remembering a single goddamn thing.
That would do the trick, yes.
She has almost devoured the cigarette she lit. She looks at it sadly. When it happened, did you hear a gunshot?
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
The gunshot wasn't that loud. This is something to keep in mind when assessing the distance of the shot.
Could the people after you have killed him?
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break.
But from, if they're positioning, if she's being true about it, that would have to be a pretty bad shot. Of course, we've done some pretty bad shots. And
I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone.
She looks at her cigarette.
So they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
But maybe it did? You don't know that, Coyote. You don't know that. I mean, the whole reason to kill someone to tie up loose ends is that they could talk. What if they already talked? And then you're going to have a bad Yelp review on the spiosphere. But maybe it did. It probably didn't. Either way, something to consider. Something to consider.
We can't go after Loose Cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
Rain, we were talking about this. The vantage point is...
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there.
Did you kill Ellie?
What? Why would I put myself through this insanity? Get myself cornered like this?
There's a silence.
He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that. But I would never hurt him.
It could have been a desire murder. Maybe an act of jealousy.
She's really hot. I bet other people wanted her and were like, I'm gonna shoot this guy because she's so hot.
He was a serviceman. He must have had a gun lying around, close to her hand. A military weapon using jacketed ammunition. Now you guys suddenly have theories pouring out, when they're obviously just stabs in the dark.
Downstairs, people have this crazy idea that you killed him. Or it's okay if you did it in self-defense, or desire drives people loco. Or he must have had a weapon nearby. Did you use that? Or, okay, I'd like you to answer some other questions, miss. It's okay if you did it in self-defense. With a C.
I did not kill him to defend myself from rape. I told you before. That wasn't what happened.
Defense.
True, sire. 'Tis true.
I can't trust you. Downstairs people have this crazy idea that you killed him.
I'm sad to hear that. They must have said it in some fit of frustration or under pressure. They couldn't have meant it. I've talked to them after it happened. No one has implicated me.
Desires drive people loco.
She simply shakes her head.
Why do you think that's what it's about? Okay, I'd like you to answer some other questions, miss.
Like what?
Why did you call the cops if you're hiding?
Because I'm an idiot.
The answer comes fast.
Which is an indicator of truth.
8.
Idiot. She's nothing of the sort.
So you would have us believe, but you're not. Or, I don't think so. Why did you do it? Or, I'm not going to disagree with you. So you would have us believe, but you're not.
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him. He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud.
That is some serious dedication.
So I called you.
I mean, he was still
I
throwing
hope with
stones
all
when we
my
got here
heart
for a
it's not
while.
the last thing I do in Ravishol.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That is impossible.
You're saying hath too much.
Oh God, that was a lie too. Who made the call then? She did, of course. Don't be paranoid, man. It's unbecoming of a police officer. And it makes you sweat.
Wait, but, I mean, she talked about fucking with the line and everything. Unless Ruby made the call. Or she's just lying about why she made the call. Yeah, When was the window changed?
Last week. Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
She takes a drag.
You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct the scene. It's right there.
In her bedroom? Inside?
Yes, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye.
I think we're done here, for now.
She nods, silently. She doesn't even smoke. Just picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her hands.
She's not even smoking that coffee. Lieutenant glances at you, then at the door.
He's thinking, are we done here? Or should we arrest her? She's a flight risk and she lied to you. She should be taken into custody. No, that won't be necessary. Just leave her alone. She's been through enough. She doesn't need this police brutality. This guy won't budge. You have to wake Multiface up, forcefully, if you want to continue pushing her.
Drama, legendary, in God's name, wake up! +3, manipulating your skill set. +1, lied about making the call, question mark?
Who?
Yes!
What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not candid at all. She's smoke and mirrors and willow wisps.
Yeah.
She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately before she further entangles you in her web of lies.
Damn, drama, you flipping.
Take it easy. Don't overcompensate with this course correction. Ask questions first. Yes, start at the top. Choose at the bottom. It's how we've always done it. No rush.
Yeah, wait. How you doing, Rhetoric?
See?
Lieutenant Kim, why have we not arrested her yet? Devil woman. You know, I think you didn't make that call to the station. Your real name isn't Klasha Amando. What if I told you you're under arrest, miss? Let's change the subject, for the time being. Devil woman. Just like the Heimerdinger, what is it, his name? The Himdallah man. The Haya I'm Dollar man. It's just like that. You know, the $20 man. You know, I think you, I don't know why I'm getting so loopy. I think you didn't make that call to the station.
I did. What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is. The numbers are all over town. Call 8-100-2 for emergencies. There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking. She took my complaint. She coughed.
No, there's only a smoky boy.
That is the emergencies desk number. Anyone could know that, sire, by looking around and calling the desk. I don't believe a single word she says.
What time did you make the call?
Thursday night. It was late, sometime after 12.
It checks out.
Anyone could know the number, and that someone coughed. It means nothing.
But I know the time of the call, too. I know I have not been 100% truthful with you, officers. But I am now.
You sense a little hesitation there, or maybe even fear. The stress was on the wrong syllable. Welcome to the wake-up club, brother.
Empathy. Your real name isn't Claudia.
I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name, not when people are after you.
Okay.
Her voice cracks suddenly, like there's a garrote around her neck. Okay, what?
Okay, it's not.
You admit to it, or I knew it, or good. You can tell me the truth. Good. You can tell me the truth.
You log your work every week. It's all transmitted to Common, sir. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. So I lied. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie all the time. I'm so tired of it.
What a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive. Tell me your real name.
It's Katarzyna Lazie.
The smile on her face is timid, almost painfully so.
It's a Grad name, Jimsk or Yugo Grad in origin. Not Occidental at all. Smells of motor oil, tiger, economic desolation, and rock music-infused alcoholism.
Encyclopedia, that's racist. Hold on, it's not Orny's name, is it? It's not even Monday. It's Grad. Finally we meet. Proceed. I'll keep calling you Claudia. Proceed. I'll just call you Miss Oranje Disco Dancer. Proceed. Say nothing. Proceed. I'll just call you Miss Oranje Disco Dancer.
You can call me whatever you want.
It still says Miss Oranje Disco Dancer. Enough.
She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next.
Kim, why have we not arrested her yet?
There may be grounds here, at least for an extended detention.
A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around.
I don't want to say devil woman. Let's change the subject for the time
She
being.
slowly lights another cigarette and
Closely.
steadies her breath, as if in the presence of some tiger.
Wow.
You are. This is not the end of this.
Let's get back to those lies you told. Let's return to this later. Rawr. Oh. I heard when the baby crying. Oh, the baby. Oh, the baby. Oh, the little baby. Okay, visual calculus. Don't I have like some fucking minuses on it from my brain thing? Yeah, visual calculus -1. From the can't even look at this shit. Oh wait, no, that's hand-eye coordination. What? It's from communism. God damn it. Oh, that's right. Reaction everywhere. Alas. Okay, but let's see if we can get a little more esprit de corps. Nothing is. Oh, +1 visual calculus. Oh, visual calculus. Boo 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 boo. Okay. Look at me, I'm so fucking pro. Oh, is that Kim? Yeah, those are Kim's overlapping me. I forgot about the Kim clipping in situation. Oh, he was actually behind me.
Is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
What happened here?
Golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed.
Oh God, look at his face. That can't be that guy. This is our fucked up, war-torn, in his 40s but looks over, covered in scars, jacked up jaw guy. This is a goddamn photo. Who's it a photo of? Sai, I still do not know who that was. Whether we've met him or not is another question. Okay. What position are they in?
Like the witness said, the man is kneeling. The woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth. A ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain.
He can't be looking directly at the woman.
From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back.
Pume. Inspect the ghostly figures.
The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization.
Oh. Have a good look at point A, the roof.
The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points.
Shouldn't there be gun residue outside? Or so I'm what, 80% sure the roof is where the shot was made from? Shouldn't there be gun residue outside?
There could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago.
So I'm what, 80% sure the roof is where the shot was made from?
72%, with a weapon that fires jacketed ammunition, likely a rifle. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium, a well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside in the darkness, too busy with their own bodies.
Could the shot have come from inside the room? A closer point. Rainy, you control yourself now. Are there any arguments against A prime, the roof?
None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any.
I mean, I have been pretty, focused on the person shot from the roof. Could the shot have come from inside the room? A closer point.
Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, detective.
I mean, that doesn't mean we shouldn't consider it, dude. Could there have been another point of origin further away?
That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez?
Extrapolate the radius to include all of Martinez.
According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime. B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet, detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on.
Let's have a look at B prime, the boardwalk.
700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account.
Am I the killer? I wonder if I'm the killer. I'm trying to think. Oh, right. I wouldn't be there yet. I wouldn't be there yet. I keep forgetting about that aspect where I came because the guy was dead already. Even though on the inside we're talking military training, at the distance the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account. Look at Point B, Land's End.
1.2 kilometers away. The least likely of these positions. Let's
What a
say
coincidence.
3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it, possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched.
Let's have a look at Point B, triple prime.
1 kilometer away. An unlikely point of origin. Beyond the docks somewhere, on an islet in the Bay of Martinez, perhaps. There are islets there,
Nah.
badly charted as they may be. The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A.
It feels like the whole like
angle
roof
would have
area
been
was kind of
extreme, and
enclosed by
access to
like
the
higher
islets
roof
is
stuff, so
questionable.
it just doesn't feel likely. Kim, do you think the shot could have come from further than the roof in Martinez?
From where, precisely?
Let's say B prime, the boardwalk, B double prime, Land's End, or B triple prime, the islet.
I see you have given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance?
It's okay, much less than from the roof, but still. I'm just being thorough. Much less than from the roof, but still.
Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the coast. Rule these spots out one by one.
We're not gonna find fucking gunshot residue a week later on the goddamn coast.
It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version. It fits the hidden path through the whirling. A simple hypothesis.
He's just saying it. He's just saying it. That makes me less confident. Blink. It was Lena. There's an elevator so she could get up. That's her secret. She'd be like, there's no way I could get up there and do the shooting. I'm in a wheelchair and there's stairs. And we'd be like, we fucking got your number, Lena. We know how you did it. We're gonna bust this case wide open.
Two neon-lit shapes. A man and a woman having sex. A ray of backward motion.
I don't need to see that
explodes
O face again. Oh yeah, there are footprints. No, yeah, I've seen this at Cirque du Soleil. You put little shoes on a thing, and then you go doop 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 doop, and you can even make a big line of them, and it's very comical. The perfect crime. Lena, show us your beats.
Oh, hello, dear. I didn't notice you at first.
Oh, turns out the water lock was broken, so your husband is probably just stuck further down the coast. He should return now that it's fixed.
What wonderful news. Thank you, dear. You've already done so much. But if your investigation happens to take you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
Okay, and don't forget.
And if you see him, let
by
him
murder
know
mystery
Lena's
rules,
waiting
she
for
could
him
always be
here
faking.
at the whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work
We have
that
to
he
click
may
a globe
not
at
know
her.
the
We have no
water
other
lock's been
choice.
repaired, and it's cold out there.
If I see him, I'll let him know you're here when or if I get there, except task. I've really spent too much time on the side case as it is. I'll let him know.
Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
That's also true. Well, I think we've all solved the case. It's probably Lena. I'd like to hear about the greatest cryptid of all. You doing the moida. Doing the moida. I'm thinking, because I feel like if this is a in capital letters murder mystery, then I feel like we have to have met the killer by now, you know? And Kuno did it. Thank you very much for the sub. Wait, why didn't the TTS work? Thank you. But that's assuming it's like a murder mystery and not like a police procedural. So, who knows? Anything could be possible. I guess we should end here for the night so I can get back to other stuff or whatever. But yeah, so I guess tomorrow I'll be off playing card games, so I will not stream, but Cube will stream requests in the afternoon for requests for Patreons. And then I will see you in 2025. Usually I start around 2 p.m. Central, 2 to 3, depending on how early I woke up and how quickly I was able to churn out some pre-sketches and stuff. But what are the babies doing? I'm really good at maintaining a consistent persona. Anyways, hasta mañana. Can't clock me for shit. All of your fucking skill sets are just so they can't see shit because I'm so cool.